Hello, everybody, and welcome to another Plum Crazy Adventure live edition. I am so excited.
Yeah, me too. Because we're actually finally talking about what we can do as an adults without children. And
Yes.
yes, we do need that time to be able to go and relax and unwind and not have to do, oh my God, where'd the kid go? Where'd the kid go? What's the kids doing? What's the kids doing?
Now, full disclosure, if you're anything like us, you're probably still going to be doing that a little bit.
Yep.
But it is a bit of a relief to go, oh, wait, I don't have to fight with my kid to eat their dinner, or
Yes.
I don't have to do this. So, but yeah, definitely want to talk a little bit about the reasoning behind why it may be a good idea for you to go on a vacation without the kids. And then we're going to talk a little bit about some of our favorite destinations that we can send you
Yep.
to go and enjoy yourself without those kids and not feel quite so guilty about it while you're there. So super excited. I just want to wait and make sure that we've got some people coming in. It looks like we do have a few people that are watching. So thank you. I always enjoy being able to see things and know that stuff is working. So, because technology, it's wonderful when it works.
Right. It always is wonderful when it works.
Hello, Kitty Kathy. Thank you for joining us this evening. So, all right. While we are waiting for a few more people to get in here, I did want to just make sure special shout out and thank you to our 668 subscribers that we have on our YouTube channel. Thank you so much. I would also hear working so far. Love to hear that, Deb. I do want to give a special shout out to my friend Christina's husband, Mike. He was our 667th subscriber because we were sitting at 666 yesterday. And I was like, ooh, I don't know if that's a good thing because it was recurring an awful lot, 66 and 666 on our channel. And I was like, please, somebody go in there and subscribe for me. And she texted him and she's like, hey, get in there and subscribe if you didn't do it already. So definitely really glad that we're growing and we've had more and more people following our YouTube channel. I'm very appreciative. Also, people seem to really be enjoying our more frequent posts on our Facebook and Instagram feeds. Special thank you to Scott Jones for going on there and commenting for us as much as he does. Very appreciative. Also to Riley, very grateful that you go in and you're liking and hearting all of those and laughing at them. Very grateful that you guys are engaging. I really appreciate it because it makes me feel like the time that I spend putting this stuff together is getting utilized and is being appreciated. So thank you.
Yeah. Now we're just going to warn you a little bit. Me, Megan, and Nick are the only ones home tonight, so we don't really have somebody watching Nick. So we might have a little Nick pop in every once in a while, or you might hear him laughing in the background or screaming. He's okay.
That's why we're talking about why we need to have a vacation without kids.
Precisely. So he is watching. I have no idea what he's watching right now. It looks like Thomas is in mud right now. So, so we're going to go ahead and start this and get going. And he's running to the kitchen now. So,
never a dull moment.
Be prepared. He might pop in. So,
all righty. So, we're doing our format a little bit differently this evening. And so, by all means, let me know what you guys think, if you like it, if you don't, because it's a growing, evolving thing, and I'm very excited about it. So, should we travel without our kids? I'm going to say 90% of the time, yes, take that trip. Go without the kids. And there's several reasons for it. For one thing, your mental health. I mean, being a parent 24/7, I mean, it's the job that you don't get to get away from. So
at least 20, well, I'd say 18 years, but recently it's coming back. I
don't think we'll ever get rid of them.
You never ever stop being a parent to your kids.
No.
And I know my mom and dad will agree. There's times that they still parent me even at almost 50.
Yeah.
You know, there's some things that I do it's really stupid and they're like, you shouldn't have done that.
Yep. But we do the same thing with our 25-year-old in North Carolina. I mean, he's how many states away, and it is what it is. So mental health, being able to take a break from the job and kind of recharge and reset yourself is really going to make it so that you're a better parent, you're feeling better about what you're doing, and you're going to be able to get that reset that you're going that you probably need and don't even realize it. Another reason
and sleep.
You know what? Those are some
Those
we're
are
going to
the
get
best
into that a little
naps.
bit later, okay? Because we're going to be talking about one of those trips where we had all the plans and we slept.
Yep.
So don't you worry, it's in there. Another thing, you can really rediscover relationships. And most people are like, oh, like husband, wife, like us. But it's not just that. Maybe you go away and you have a girls' weekend where none of you have the kids and you get to go away for the weekend.
I've never had a girls' weekend.
I'm just not even going to go there.
Oh, I'm not
Maybe
allowed to.
it's a guy's weekend.
Oh, okay. I'm supposed to be with the guy. Oh, never mind. Okay, my bad.
Or maybe couples are going and they're doing something really fun together, and like kids or grandparents. Like it doesn't necessarily have to be just like you and your partner, but we really enjoy being able to go and do something where it's just the two of us.
Yeah.
Don't get us wrong. We love our kids. We love Nick. But there's something special.
It is. It's very nice to be able to just sit down at a dinner table, sit and talk with you and be able to reconnect, not worry about if, he's eating his chicken nuggets or if the other one likes his steak or, just we can kick back, have a nice adult beverage, have a nice meal, and then afterwards go get maybe some dessert somewhere and then go relax, you know?
And I know that this isn't true for everybody, but we are a family of 6 when all of us are together without the older boys and their partners too. So when we go somewhere, it gets expensive fast. And subconsciously, I very often I'm like, okay, this is what I'm going to order. And it's because maybe it's not the most expensive on the menu, or maybe it's like, I know that I can eat this and I'll enjoy it while I'm worried about what everybody else is doing. I very rarely get an extra drink or anything like that. When we're away and it's just the two of us, I'm like, sure, I want to try that. I have no idea what it is, but it's an alcoholic beverage and I'm going to try it. And if I don't like it, he'll drink it for me.
Well, not always.
Not always.
Let's not make me sound like a complete lush here. I mean, come on. I mean,
but you guys get my point. Or it's like, you know what, like, ooh, like that sounds really good. Normally I wouldn't get the lobster and the fillet, but I'm going to do surf and turf tonight because I'm not paying for an extra 4 people on this ticket.
Or share a nice, great big piece of chocolate cake together. Because if you sit that down in front of 6 people, they're all going to be sitting there drooling and they're going to want a bite of it. And you're like, no, that's mine.
Yeah. If you guys have not eaten at Steakhouse 71 and had the layered chocolate cake that they have.
Yeah, need to, definitely.
Yummy.
Yeah.
All right. We're going to have to schedule Steakhouse 71 when we go.
Yeah.
All right. Anyway, we get sidetracked easily. Can't you tell? Other things that you can do is you can really remind yourself of who you are. And this is actually particularly true for me because I just went on a solo trip where I wasn't meeting with friends or anything. It was a work trip, but it was really nice to be able to go, oh my gosh, I can do this and I can do things on my own. I don't like to. I would much rather have Scott and the kids with me, but it's nice being able to recenter myself and go, okay, yes, my identity isn't completely entwined with the kids and everything that they're doing. I'm my own person too. So definitely just something I kind of wanted to throw out there for that one. Another thing is you can get a different perspective. And one of the places that we're going to be talking about, we'll delve more into this. But for instance, we've done Walt Disney World vacations together. This is not one of the places we're talking about.
Nope.
But we've been so many times, our older boys are like, okay, whatever. Sometimes adult time is so needed. You are so right, Kitty Kathy. But we really enjoy Walt Disney World, and we like it as adults. A lot of times we don't even go into the parks because we're going to resorts and things. It's hard to do that when you've got kids with you because they want to go to the next ride. And you don't blame them. That's the point that they are in their lives.
We want to go to the next food joint.
Yes. And then Mike said you didn't do the bed test. If that was on my most recent video, I was not able to.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah. The reason why is because they were doing tours and those rooms were already pre-set up for guests that were coming in that afternoon. And it was already past the inspection, Disney's inspection. So they had to leave those rooms be and not touch
Yes.
So that's the reason why there was no bed test on that one.
Yes.
And the next couple ones you will see coming out.
Yes.
So
yes. Don't worry. Bed tests will come back.
Yep.
I just have to do things a little bit differently and more uniquely because of.
Yep. We're going to have a bed test on Utopia. Well, that sounded wrong.
That's exciting though, because that is it's a unique cabin. I can't wait to bring you guys more information on that.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's kind of the reasons why I think you should travel without your kids.
Yeah.
And it's not going to be for everybody, and that's perfectly okay. Leo is mad about something. Shocker.
Yep.
So the first destination that we want to talk about is Viva Las Vegas.
Vegas, baby.
Now, I will say this is a destination. I don't know why he's mad.
Oh.
Hold on one second. Scott's got to go. And apparently one of my boys is coming home. So Viva Las Vegas is definitely just Las Vegas. Sorry, guys. I get sidetracked. But it is a place I would take my kids because there's different things that I would do. But let's face it, the pools, the shows, everything that's there, it is definitely geared more towards adults. So this is a place I feel like a lot of people would be like, oh yeah, I have no problem going and in doing Las Vegas and not taking my kids for that one. What do you think?
I think our sons are idiots. But anyway.
Oops.
I'm sorry. I completely missed everything you were saying.
I was just talking about Vegas being a place that, yes, you can take the kids, but it's not necessarily a place that like you're going to feel bad if you don't take them with you. Yeah,
exactly. This is, to be honest with you, if you really want to experience the nightlife, okay, the nightlife, you definitely don't want your kids around. So
there's a lot of the shows that you don't want to take your kids to.
They're a little risque, you know what I mean?
Yes.
But it is a place where I believe that Vegas is now looking at the options of being able to have the best of both worlds.
Yes.
In the rumor mills right now, what I've been hearing, the Excalibur Hotel.
Ooh.
Yeah, that's the one with all the the castles and stuff.
Yep.
I've been
hearing. Looks like Camelot.
Yeah. I've been hearing rumors. These are rumors. I don't know if they're true or not. But Disney is looking to purchase that property and convert it completely into a Disney property in Las Vegas. If this does happen, this obviously is going to start meaning that families will start coming toward Las Vegas.
Possibly.
Universal Orlando or Universal already has done it. Or not yet. They're getting ready to.
They have purchased,
they purchased
a space that's going to be a permanent Halloween Horror Nights experience, and that is actually over in the Omega Mart Meow Wolf section of that particular area.
But that's a situation where your kids are going to have to be at least
you're going to want them to be on the older side. And then Deb, she said she took you to Atlantic City and you had a ball. Of course, you were really young.
Oh, yeah.
So
well,
we're not saying that you can't do it.
Yeah,
but I think a lot of parents are going to be like, yeah, I'll go to Vegas for a long weekend with my partner and leave the kids at home with grandma.
Yeah,
I think that would be a fitting thing.
Right.
So, the first hotel I want to talk about is the Luxor. Now, I will say I am excited for Universal in Vegas. Right?
Yeah,
it's exciting.
I think honestly it was a very, very smart move on Universal to do that. And
I'm just shocked it's not open yet.
I'm telling you right now, if Disney doesn't do it, they are missing the ball big time.
Yeah, they need to get their footprint in somehow. And honestly, I would be okay if it was a Disney destination that was not geared towards kids, because Disney does that fantastically, especially like World Showcase, Epcot. That is not geared towards kids, and it is amazing. Kids love it. I mean, that's my kid's favorite park. He's 7 years old, but it's a thing. Yep. So, but let's get back to the Luxor because I've got a lot to talk about, and then I don't want to keep you guys all night long. So, the Luxor Hotel. Now, this is one of those that, generally speaking, I am not going to recommend it. It isn't on the high end of reviews and things. It's showing its age. It's getting a little bit dated.
Yeah.
But I have always thought it would be so cool to stay in a pyramid. And I realize I can do this here, and I can do it in what city in Tennessee? Bristol? Is that where no, not Bristol. not below Nashville. What is it called? I'm losing my mind. Memphis. Thank you. I knew he would catch on eventually to what I was talking. Sorry for the train. I knew he would catch on what I was talking about eventually. So Memphis, Tennessee, they have the Bass Pro Shop where you can stay inside of the pyramid there too. But the Luxor, it's really cool, and it has Mind Freak. I'm a big Chris Angel fan, so I would really enjoy staying here.
Yeah.
And I think that for the right person, I think it would be a really good fit. Plus, it's at the very bottom of the strip.
Mm-hmm.
So this is going to be the very first place that you see really when you are coming out of the airport and you're coming up into the strip area.
Hey, when you're landing at the airport, it's the most iconic thing you see.
Yes.
I mean, literally, and especially if you're landing at night, you can see that giant beam of light coming out of the top of it and shining up into the heavens. I mean, it is very, very ominous that you're looking at it.
Yep. The next one that I want to talk about is New York, New York. As you can see, they have the faux New York skyline there. They have Lady Liberty. She's dressed up in her Golden Knights jersey there because when we were there, Golden Knights was newly founded.
Yep.
This is also where you're going to find that roller coaster that is inside of the hotel. Now, we did not get to ride it. I don't know if we would necessarily because it's a very rough roller coaster. I don't need Scott having more back problems because he rides it and I'm a chicken. So anyway, but there's a lot of things here that's really, really cool. And so I would highly recommend maybe staying here at New York, New York, and getting to experience all of the amazing things that you have at this particular hotel.
Yeah. I love it because when you walk in and you check in, they go like, yo, welcome to the New Yorker. New York, New York, you know? Go get a slice of pizza.
They will tell you to get a slice of pizza. I don't know if they're going to have the accent, though. So don't hold us to that one, guys. Been to Vegas on my once with a friend. Definitely adult vacation destination.
Yep.
Another resort is the Bellagio. Now, this one... This is a bucket list. I want to stay in the Bellagio at one point with a fountain view room because that is just quintessential Las Vegas luxury. That's what I want to do. It's absolutely beautiful. I love that you can have the inner canals and everything there. It's just an amazing destination. So I can't talk about it enough. This is going to be for your higher end. You want to have a nice, more luxury experience, and you are going to be a little bit higher up on the strip as well.
And the Bellagio has the fountains, correct?
Yes.
Yeah, that's what I thought. They just imagine having one of those rooms facing the
fountains.
Fountains. Boy, my brain just went dead. Facing the fountains and stuff, and being able to look out. And I do believe that you can actually connect in your room to the music that goes along with the fountains too.
That's cool. Yes.
So, but it would be so cool to be able to stay in a room like that and just be able to look down. You know, you don't have to be on the strip. You can just look down and just say, "Oh, there's the fountains. Drink a nice cold one," or and then go down and do some gambling. You know.
Yep. Of course. Another one that I want to talk about briefly is Caesar's Palace. And I actually have people that are going to be staying here during Christmas. I am so excited and jealous. Now, this is the Forum, so this is kind of like the shopping district entrance, but you haven't seen anything until you've seen Caesar's Palace. It is absolutely amazing. This is also the home to one of the really cool, reminiscent of the... what is it called? Poseidon's Fury. That was in Islands of Adventure. They have this animatronic show that goes off on the hour. It might be the half hour too. I'm not sure. But you get to see all of these different animatronics come up, and it's a light show with water and different things, and then they sink back down. And it's really, really cool. So that's one thing I really enjoy about this. Again, incredible shopping. You're going to find all kinds of things here that you didn't know that you need, but you have to take home with you.
Yeah.
And it's just beautiful.
Like I can personally tell you that previously staying on a Caesar property before, not at this one. I was at the Lake Tahoe one, but staying on that property, wow, was it beautiful. And I'm going to tell you what, the pool area Like you swam into a cave, man. That was so cool. And it had a big waterfall in it and everything. I literally spent most of my time in that pool. So, but it was Caesar's Palace. They do it very well.
Yes, they do.
Their rooms were great. The staff was wonderful with us. You know, it was such a great time to be able to stay at the Caesar's Palace and be able to say that I've actually stayed in one of their hotels. So
that's really cool. And that was one thing I didn't even mention is Las Vegas is very well known for their themed pools and pool bars.
Yeah.
So if that is something that is right up your alley, like let's get you there and you can spend your whole weekend in the pool and just have an amazing time. So you don't have to go to the giant M&M store or the Coca-Cola store or
What? Why wouldn't you want to go to those?
Well, I'm saying you could, but I'm saying you don't have to.
But I have to.
Okay. Scott has to.
It's M&M's and Coca-Cola. I mean, come on.
So you have all of those. Hi, Kim. Thanks for joining us. So you have all of those. You've also got where you can take they've got monorails where you can go and check out different things. Some are paid, some are not. And it's amazing the number of things that you can do. So if you're thinking about it, definitely let me know. And I would be happy to give you guys some estimates so that we can get you flown out there and check it out.
Yep.
The next destination I want to talk about is not so much a destination, but a cruise line.
Yes. This is one of the best cruise lines for adults to hang out together.
Yes.
With no kids.
Yes. Because your kids have to be at least 18 in order to be able to board. So I
don't know. I thought it was 30.
Our kids
need to be 30 before they can join us on the Virgin Voyage.
The great thing about a Virgin Voyages cruise is you are not going to have any issues of seeing a kid going down a water slide, because one, they don't have water slides, but two, they don't have kids on there. And you're like, oh man, I really wish I brought little Sammy, No. Yep. You're not going to have that. You may have a little bit depending on the shore excursions that you do, if you're doing ones that aren't Virgin Voyage shore excursions. But other than that, it's going to be an adult oasis. You're not going to have little ones running around, and it really does transport you into a whole other mindset and like, oh man, this is great.
Yeah, Virgin Voyages does it wonderful because from the moment you step on that ship, it is just nonstop. Whatever you want to do, if you want to go catch shows, if you want to go gambling, if you want to go get a tattoo, I mean, come on, a tattoo at sea. I mean, that's something that you guys can do as a couple.
Yep,
that's something that we did not do. Mom and Dad, don't worry, we did not do that. But and if you're just foodies like us, oh man, just go restaurant hopping on the ship.
Yes, because all of the restaurants are included. It's not like other cruise lines where you have to pay an additional charge for specialty dining.
Exactly.
Each restaurant that they have on ship is basically a specialty dining venue, and all you have to do is go into your app when you are able to.
Yeah.
I want to say 45 days out, but don't quote me on that. You go in and you choose which dining venue you want and your times and such.
Yeah, and if you guys haven't done so already, go check out our Virgin Voyages Embarkation Day video and all the other videos that we put out. Just literally going some restaurant reviews inside of the ship itself, and just our fun voyages that we did on the cruise, just the two of us.
Yep, exactly. Now, just to give you guys an idea, so it's an adult playground. Never in a million years would you see this on another cruise line that would have kids, because they would figure out a way to break a leg on this thing. But it's basically a giant net that they have. It's completely safe. You can walk out onto it, you can lay on it, whatever you want to do, and you can look down and you can see the wake behind you.
Yeah, you're literally looking over the back of the ship. I mean, well, I guess you can't say, but I can't do that. I was trying to point to it on the screen. Anyway,
you're not going to be able to see that, honey.
Anyway,
I'm sorry.
on the screen, you can actually see the turbulence in the water and stuff where the propellers are underneath the ship. But I'm going to tell you what, you're up a good 100 feet at least.
It's a little scary.
Yeah, I'm telling you, if you were just not paying attention, step down on that, it would wake you up pretty quick. But now, safety nets, there's other safety nets underneath of it. There's wire catching nets underneath of it. You're not falling through it. You're not going to go through that. There's nothing to worry about.
but it's definitely one of those mind over matter things.
Yeah, it messes with you.
Another thing that you have whenever you do a Virgin Voyages cruise to the Caribbean is you're going to be able to go to the Beach Club. You can see I got my photo right here with the Beach Club sign. The Beach Club at Bimini, which is in the Bahamas, is a Virgin Voyages only destination. And so only people from your cruise ship are going to be here with you while you are on this stretch of island.
Let me tell you something, how beautiful it was. I just got a comment. Look how freaking hot you look in that photo. Look at you, so tan.
Aww.
Just wow.
I need a tan. Like I am pale.
I'm pale, real pale.
We are going to burn in a month.
Oh yeah, I'm not looking forward to it. So, but anyway, back to it. But the Beach Club at Bimini was so beautiful, and it was so like quiet and stuff. You could actually walk out into the water and you could look up the beach and you could see your ship sitting there.
Yeah,
I mean that's how close you are to it.
Yeah.
But it was just, the water was so crystal clear, the sands, and it was my first time being in the Bahamas.
That's right. I forgot about that. I had been a couple of times, but you had never been.
Nope. So it was a first time trip for me. So I was very excited about that. So
yes,
but very beautiful and such a great and things to do, dancing, pool parties, food and drinks. I mean,
loungers galore. You didn't have to worry about whether you want to find a spot.
Nope. I mean, it was just
Yep.
Loved it.
Another thing, obviously, when you're on an adult cruise, there's all kinds of different bars. And this was one of our favorites. This was the Loose Cannon.
Yeah.
I managed to get a photo without the bartender because I wanted to be able to show you all of the libations that they have there.
Yeah.
But what I really enjoyed about this one was you could get yourself a drink and then you could walk backwards just a little bit just outside of the Loose Cannon, and they had a free arcade room where you could play original Donkey Kong, Super Mario, Pac-Man, like just all kinds. I mean, like all of us adults were geeking out, let me tell you, because it's like, oh my God, this is my childhood. Let's say, and you didn't have to worry about shoving little kids out of your way so that you could play in the arcade room.
Yeah,
it was amazing.
The only kids you had to worry about was the adults who were in there playing. I mean, we were in there probably a good hour at least. And,
at least.
And I was like, what was I playing? Oh, I was flying the F-15s in Top Gun, and you were over playing Mario Brothers.
I was playing Mario Bros.
Like, I'm sitting there. I'm like, oh my gosh.
Yeah.
It's a good thing I'm not a pilot because I suck.
And I never realized how hard Donkey Kong is, the original Donkey Kong, on an arcade like
box.
Like, that's hard.
Yeah.
So
anyway.
Another reason why I just absolutely love Virgin Voyages, the majority of their
gosh. Did you notice that there's a V in the sky?
I did not until just now. That's really funny. See, they're advertising for themselves even in the sunlight or in the sunset. Is a majority of their cabins are going to be sea terraces, and you're going to want that sea terrace. First off, like, don't deal with an inside cabin. You're going to want to have that sea terrace because there's an amazing hammock that you can lay in, especially on your sea days. It's amazing. I took several naps while I was out there, but you get to have these kind of views, and there is nothing more. There you go, our kind of vacation. There is nothing more tranquil and relaxing and rejuvenating than being able to watch a sunset while at sea. Yeah, especially from your cabin. Beautiful. Being comfortable, being able to like be with your significant other and just watching the sunset. It's just
taking naps.
Yes, so many naps.
This was what we were talking about when we man, the best naps in the world we took on this ship.
And you know, I feel bad because we were on a 5-night cruise. We had every intention of we're going to see this show and that show and and we're going to make sure we eat at all of these places, and we canceled our test kitchen because we ate in our room.
Yeah,
we went and we got pizza, and that was our anniversary dinner.
That was the night we
only did one show.
We got the pizzas, and then we did charcuterie.
Oh yes,
we had 2 or 3
ship eats, man. Ooh,
yeah. Oh man,
yes.
Man, we were like pounding it, and then we had some cold beers.
Yep.
And we just sat on the bed and we watched old movies. And had the drapes opened up and watching the ocean go by and watching the sunset on that one night. And it was our anniversary night.
Yeah,
And
it was
that's
our
how
anniversary night.
how we spent our anniversary.
Yeah.
And I'm going to tell you what, it was probably one of the freaking best anniversary nights we have had.
Yes.
Ever.
Yes.
We didn't have no kids to worry about. We didn't have anything. We were just doing what we wanted. We were eating food. We were watching some movies and just enjoying time together. It was great. It was.
We were supposed to be at the test kitchen. We canceled our reservation because we're like, you know what? Pants is too hard.
Yeah, right? I don't have the strength to get up and put pants on tonight.
So this is definitely, like I said, they've got something for everybody. If you were a go person, which generally that is who I am, they've got the shows, they've got the entertainment, they've got the workouts. Like they have a bungee workout where you get like strapped in and then like you dive and then you come back and stuff, and it's like amazing.
That wouldn't work for me. I ended up killing myself in it.
It's hard to get into though. Kitty Kathy wants to know, what is your bucket list vacation location?
For me, 100% Australia. I want to go to the land down under. I want to go to see Sydney. If I can brave it enough, I would love to go climb the bridge at Sydney and be able to see the Opera House.
Yeah, that'd be cool.
I would love to go see the Great Barrier Reef. The other thing I would love to do is I would love to go go to the Outback and try my luck at playing the didgeridoo.
That would be cool.
And also, I would love to figure out how to throw a boomerang. I mean, I kind of already know, but I would love to do that. I think that would be a lot of fun. So that's mine.
Thank you, Kitty Kathy, because I had no idea that was what he was going to come up with. Yep. I am shocked.
Yeah.
Oh gosh, now I have to think about mine. I was originally going to say Ireland.
Oh, that would be a good one too.
Because I've always wanted to go and do the Ring of Kerry. I want to see the Giant's Causeway, kiss the Blarney Stone, even though it's so gross that so many people have kissed it. I still want to do it. Touring like the Guinness factory. I can't stand Guinness, but I want to try it. I want to go and I want to do it, so I really think Ireland and then going up into Scotland would be mine.
Yeah. That would be a beautiful trip. Very beautiful.
Yeah, I mean, just as much I want to do what he said. Like we wouldn't come back when we go to do Australia. I'm telling you right now.
Australia would definitely have to be a 2-week trip. I mean, honestly,
if not a month,
because literally it will take us probably close to 30 hours to get down there.
Yeah.
So
fun fact, I actually have a friend, Jesse, that is going to be going there very soon, and he's going to be out there for several months, I think.
Oh yeah. Okay.
Yeah. So I'm super excited to see all the places that he's going to be doing. He's going as a single and is backpacking and kind of doing a very nomad-like expedition of Australia. Both solid choices. Love them both. I agree with both and would add for me Greece, specifically Santorini.
That would be gorgeous.
Wow. My friend Mia, who is a fellow travel agent, she has a fantastic group that she's taking next summer, June of 2025. If I thought that Nick would be able to handle the flight and then the cruise itself, because it's on a smaller cruise ship, we would do it with Mia. Because it's an amazing itinerary.
Yeah, the cruise that we're taking
Santorini
here,
is on it.
Yeah, the cruise that we're taking here in a few weeks is actually going to be JT's Nick's very first cruise ever.
Yes.
So we're doing a 3-night, 4-day?
Yep.
So we're just doing a short cruise just to make sure that he doesn't flip completely out, because I don't want to book like a 7 or 8 day cruise and then so I'm like hating it the whole time. Yes. Because if you ask him a cruise ship, if you look at him and go, "We going on a cruise ship?" He'll go, "Nope." Anything we talk about. Now, other things he wants to do, he wants to go to Piggy Island and go swim with the pigs and stuff. Yes, that's completely fine.
Yeah.
But you say cruise ship? Nope.
I know.
So
I guess I should be stop being my worst travel agent and actually book Piggy Island at some point this week.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oops. I know, guys.
Anyway.
So, but Kitty Kathy, if Greece is definitely something you're thinking about and you would like to go with some others, let me know, because I can get you in touch with Mia if you're thinking about maybe going with a big group.
Or if you're thinking about putting a big group together.
Yeah, then I can help you with that.
Yep.
So trains for him. Oh, he's all about the trains.
Yeah.
So
yeah, there's something that we're working on before we even leave to go on vacation. So have to stay tuned.
All right, Universal.
Yes.
I know everybody's like, wait a minute, that's a kid's destination.
No, it's not. It is definitely an adult destination because we have done it
A couple of times.
Yes, and this was done on 3 years ago on our anniversary. We went down there, and
so we did it in 2020 for our anniversary.
Yeah, 10-year
pandemic, or for a 10-year. We spent some time here, and then we did it a second time 2 years ago.
Right. So every time that we go down, it's so much fun for us to be able to just because like when you're a family of 5 or 6. It is so difficult to get everybody on the same ride at the same time.
Yes.
Like, I mean, because you'll get broke up. Sometimes you'll get lucky and you'll get in there. And then there's things you can do. And it's so hard to get into restaurants and stuff because then it takes forever because you got to have a table for 6, When it's just the 2 of you, you can pull up to a little small part on the bar, grab some food, eat, and then go out and enjoy the park. See the shows. You're not sitting there trying to worry about trying to cram the kids in. And getting everybody in and making sure that they can see and stuff. Because as long as you 2 can see, you're good.
Yeah.
I mean, it was definitely a really good adult trip for the 2 of us.
Yes, and for a couple of reasons. And there's a couple of reasons why I think that Universal is such a great destination for adults. Aventura rocks for a more adult-friendly vacation hotel. That's his favorite resort, actually.
That's mine.
Husband and I go to HHN yearly, except this year, and have a blast. Just us. Yep. Trash can dining. Deb, trash can table time. It's trash can table time. Da, da, da. Thank you, Mammoth Club, for that one. What is up with the trains tonight, guys? I am sorry. Oh my goodness.
Yes, Aventura definitely rocks. I love that hotel.
Yes.
And I'm going to tell you what, there's nothing like being on the top of the roof.
Yep. Bar 17.
I love the views. I love being able to just hang out up there and just underneath the little heat lamps when it's on those cool Florida nights.
Yep.
Being able to look out across and still see the fireworks at Disney.
Yep.
And you can turn around and go look at the fireworks and the shows and stuff that's going on at Universal at the same time. So totally love that place.
And if you didn't see it, make sure that you watch our video from where I was at Universal City Walk a few weeks ago. I took transportation over to Aventura, went up to Bar 17, and was able to see all of the construction of Epic Universe.
Yeah. And we do actually have full video tours of the Kids Suite in Aventura. And we
standard 2 queen room.
Standard 2 queen room too on there. So definitely check those.
2 for that particular resort because we enjoy it so much. We've stayed there multiple times. But one of the reasons why I really like going as adults is the Mardi Gras season. Now, don't get me wrong. This is very kid-friendly Mardi Gras. Okay, this is not New Orleans Mardi Gras.
No.
However, there are there are food booths all over the place, international flavors of Carnival, where you're going to be able to try all kinds of different cuisine and drinks, alcoholic and non-alcoholic, that maybe you wouldn't be trying when you've got a bunch of kids, like you got your kids with you. I say a bunch of kids, but maybe you only have 1 or 2. So when we went, I absolutely loved the...
well, how many kids are going to eat etouffee?
This is true.
I mean, think about it. I mean, you look at your kid and say that, and they're going to look at you and go, "Are you nuts?"
Yep.
That doesn't have McDonald's in it.
Yep. So definitely really enjoy being able to do that. I like the idea of, because they had it last year, I'm assuming they're going to have it again this year, where you can do the dining package and you're guaranteed to be able to go up on the parade float and throw beads. I think that's just a once in a lifetime, really cool opportunity.
Yeah.
A little hard to do it with kids though, because they have to be a certain height because they have to be able to see over the rails in order to throw. So maybe you want to do this without the kids.
Yeah.
So that's why I really like going during Mardi Gras, because it's such a party time. It's so much fun. Yes, kids can go, but it's got a special flavor to it if you get to go with just adults.
I like that special flavor.
Another reason is some of the specialty dining. So as you can see, this is Scott and me with a giant drink that we got at Mythos. I could not tell you what it was called because I totally forgot. But you don't always get to do these kind of things, like the specialty dining that Universal has, because what kid is going to enjoy Mythos really? Because even their like tomato soup and grilled cheese is like elevated, and they're going to look at it and they're going to go, I don't know if I want to eat that.
Yeah.
It's grilled cheese and tomato soup,
Right.
you know?
Right.
So being able to go and try out these different things, like for instance, Mythos, being able to go to the Chocolate Emporium and actually have a meal instead of just a chocolate milkshake.
Right.
I always really enjoy, like your favorite is Jimmy Buffett Margaritaville.
Love it.
Cowfish is another one that is really good, but if your kid isn't into cheeseburgers or sushi, you're kind of out of luck. Plus, it's a really loud venue, which isn't great for younger kids or someone like Nick, who is autistic. The loud noises, it gets to him and he can't handle it, and we have to leave. So these are things that you kind of want to think about. Like, oh, I really want to experience this, but I never had a chance to. Or go to, not Finnegan's. Finnegan's is another great one. Pat O'Brien's.
Patty O'Brien's.
Yeah. Like that's in City
Actually,
Walk.
the interesting thing about that one was, and Mom just brought up that I loved going to New Orleans, and I was a little bit older then, but I was still a kid. But we went to Patty O'Brien's in New Orleans.
Oh.
And I remember actually being able, I remember the drink glass that Mom and Dad got, because it was always up in our cabinet after we got back, and that thing stood that tall, but it always said Patty O'Brien's on it. And it was really weird that we were on vacation one time, and I think it was just the two of us. That I walked by and I looked at you and, oh my God, that's the Patty O'Brien's from New Orleans.
Yes.
That I've been there.
Unfortunately, it wasn't open while we were there, because we were there during the week, and they were only open weekends at the time.
Now, before you click, okay, so the photo that we have up currently of the two of us sharing that drink. All right. So the funny thing is, this is what we're talking about tonight, being able to do things that are fun for adults. We got done eating. We had a drink there. We left there. We went to Seuss's Trolley and rode it with all the other kids.
Love Seuss's
and
Trolley,
it was just
though.
the two of us. And it was just like, okay, we don't have kids, but damn it, we want to go and enjoy it together, because we have never rode the trolley together, because we've always been separated because of the kids.
Yes.
And it was so much fun. And we were, I swear to God, we laughed our butts off the whole time.
Yes.
Because we're like, I know this is the stupidest thing in the world that we should be doing, but it was so much fun to be able to just say, hey, here we are. We're together. We don't have to worry about the kids. Now we're having fun.
Exactly. That is the epitome of a adult vacation. I just love it so much. Kitty Kathy, I think Orlando has places for children or adults with sensory issues there, which is really cool feature for theme parks. Not sure what Disney offers though. Universal Orlando, that is. Yes, they do.
Yeah, they do.
And that is something that I'm actually wanting to do a show about over the next few weeks, because there are a lot of families with sensory issues with their kids or their spouses or just themselves.
Yep.
Hello. So I think it's some really great information that needs to get out there. So I'm glad that you brought that up, and we will be talking about it in a whole episode all on its own. It deserves its own.
To be honest with you, I think that might be next Sundays, because the following week we're going to be talking about the vacation that we're going to be getting ready to go on. Yeah. And then the following Sunday,
we're going to be.
I think it will be. It should be close, but I don't know. Anyway,
Cocoa Key, I think.
Yeah. So
we'll be leaving Cocoa Key, so we probably will not do a live then.
No,
anyway,
we won't.
Let's get back to this, because it's easy for us to get sidetracked.
Yep.
Another thing that I really like about doing adult-only vacations, especially to Universal, is you can splurge a little bit on the nicer hotels. Like this is Portofino. This is not a place that the kids are going to be like, oh my God, I want to stay there. No, they're going to want to stay in Cabana Bay, because they've got the bowling alley and the beach and the lazy river that they can play in, and the two different pools. Like, now granted, I mean, Portofino, it has incredible pools, don't get me wrong, but it's definitely understated luxury that maybe your kids aren't as into.
When you're riding those water taxis and you're going back to this one. Okay.
I love the water taxis.
I'm telling you what, you feel like you're in a different class rolling up to these. Now,
I am a water taxi snob.
Mind you, that these buildings, if you look at them close enough, they're painted to look like they have ledges on them and stuff, and scalp, and different, things on the sides of the building. But as you're pulling up, and it's let's say it's nighttime,
It is so beautifully
It
lit.
is so gorgeous.
It's just.
This is Imagineering at
great.
its finest.
Yeah,
Like
yeah.
This is a cut above even Disney resorts. I said it.
Wow. Okay. Anyway.
Jamaica was the best without Scott, but it cost us a 4-wheeler, right?
Yeah. All right. So what Mom's talking about right there, they decided to go to Jamaica. They said I could go if I wanted to, or the money that they were going to use to go onto that trip and take me on that trip, I could use it to buy a 3-wheeler, not a 4-wheeler, a 3-wheeler. And I chose.
Amazing you didn't break your neck as a kid.
I chose a 3-wheeler. So, and I'm going to tell you what, I know I probably would have had a good time in Jamaica. I would have had fun, and I would have loved to have went. And I'm still yet to be in Jamaica. But that 3-wheeler gave me hours and years of entertainment and fun. And I'm telling you what, I never would have traded it for anything else. Because it was so
basically
much fun.
what both of them are telling us is that if you want to go on a trip and you don't want to take the kids, just coerce them with machinery.
Yeah, something that they really want. So, I really think my parents were kind of like, no, we don't really want you to go, but this is the only way that we're
stories I've heard about Mexico, no wonder they didn't want to take you. Okay.
Okay. That's a total different subject. I was having fun with my parents, and I got Mom and Dad to make out on stage, and they won.
You also almost got ran over by a boat in the canal. You all got sick and threw up everywhere on the way home because you were mad that your friend couldn't come with you, the tour guide.
Yes.
Like, you were a demon child on that trip.
Yep. Maybe that's the reason why they tried to bribe me to get me to stay home on the next one. Anyway, never mind.
The truth comes out. Deb goes, you got it. Love it.
So.
All right. The last thing I want to talk about really quickly, because I'm running out of time, is Halloween Horror Nights. Now, this is going to be one of those things that your older kids, yes, probably can go. It's recommended for kids over the age of 13. But it's really fun to do when it's just adults.
Yeah.
Because then you don't have to worry about the kids getting so freaked out that you have to leave, or whatever it might be. So I feel like Halloween Horror Nights is definitely one of those things. Go, be an adult, kind of reminisce, because I feel like everybody has gone through that like horror stage, like especially like in high school and even early adults, where it's like, ooh, this is fun, this is scary, like, well, let's go see the scary movie on opening night, and let's go to the pumpkin patch and get scared, so being able to do that on a whole other level is like the way to do it. And Kitty Kathy, love HHN. Yes. Absolutely do. So all righty, our last destination, next to last destination. Oh my gosh, we've got a lot to go through.
Yeah.
All right.
You better move. You got a
Sorry,
meeting
guys.
at
We have
8:30.
been chatty. So we really like going to the Smoky Mountains in order to recharge. So this is a photo taken within the Smoky Mountains. Watch the tour of the houses. Plan to. I just haven't had a chance to yet. Jackie was super enthused, is always my favorite whenever she does hers. So if you haven't done it yet, watch hers.
Focus.
I can't do that, which you guys all know. Don't get me on the phone call with you guys, because we'll be talking for hours.
Oh.
So the Smoky Mountains are one of my favorite destinations, and it's really a great place to be able to recharge, especially if you need to connect with nature like I do. There's also a great place to be able to get some really good moonshine. So Old Smoky Moonshine Distillery. So this is the one that is actually in Gatlinburg. There's another one in Pigeon Forge, and there's a third location, which I don't remember off the top of my head. So
Memphis.
Is it? Okay. See, derails me. So I would definitely, I really enjoy doing the Gatlinburg side of the Smoky Mountains. I enjoy it more, but we can definitely get you into Pigeon Forge as well.
Yeah.
If that's something that you're thinking about. Another thing I like is there's so many different experiences that you can do. Hiking, I don't know about you guys, but I can only hike so long with my kids because they are whiny and annoying. And I just like being able to go out there and just listen to the birds chirp and hear the squirrels rustling through the leaves. And I don't get any of that if we go with the kids. Like, are we there yet?
Turn off the voices in that head.
So Now, this is actually a photo of Klingman's Dome,
Yeah.
and I did cheat a little bit. We did have the boys with us, JT, Noah, and Nick. First off, never take a stroller up to Klingman's Dome. It's a
Yep.
very bad idea.
It's very steep, and going up sucks, but coming down really sucks because if you accidentally let go of that kid,
He's
you
gone.
ain't gonna find him.
So,
That kid may be in freaking Kentucky before you realize it. So.
he's not even lying, or North Carolina.
Yeah.
So definitely really enjoyed being able to hike in the Smokies, Klingman's Dome.
That was
we
cool.
were actually in the cloud bank here. That's not fog, that's
Yeah.
clouds.
Yeah, that's clouds. That was a cool trip. And I want to tell you something that's really cool about Gatlinburg real quick. Renting a cabin there, especially if you get a cabin that has a nice hot tub outside.
Yep.
And you can just sit there and watch the sunset go over the mountains and stuff.
Yep.
Oh, it's beautiful. It is
and
really
almost
beautiful.
all of them have fire pits for you to be
Yep.
able to burn a nice little fire
and almost can guarantee you're going to see a black bear because every time we've seen black bears, and we literally
hear that, Tammy? We got to take you to Gatlinburg.
We literally saw a black bear go across the road, walk up the stairs of a hotel, and start walking around inside the hotel. I was like,
I'm like, boy. Oh my gosh, could you imagine like stepping out of your room because it was set up as a motel, where your room opened up outside, and I'm like,
Mommy, there's a big dog out here. There ain't no damn dog.
Right? So, but now another thing is Gatlinburg, especially, has all these little kitschy things. So does Pigeon Forge.
Yeah.
But like this is the Gatlinburg Mysterious Mansion, and so you get to go in, and it's basically kind of like a haunted house / like scare zone kind of deal. It's fun.
Yeah.
And it may be something that would be too intense for your kids. So, hey, let's go do this as a fun little thing. Like, and you laugh the whole time. Please stop doing that. That hurts really bad.
I'm sorry.
I got that scratch on that side of my leg.
I didn't mean to bump you.
And then just a last photo here really quickly of one of the tunnels that you go through when you're within the Smoky Mountains, because it's absolutely amazing. The architecture that you're going to see on some of these, as well as just the nature and how beautiful it is, and how green.
The river runs right through the middle of that and everything. And the really interesting thing here in Pittsburgh, if you're ever going towards Latrobe and going toward Ligonier, you actually get to see something very similar to this.
Yeah.
So it's just like being in the Smokies. So it's really cool.
Yep. We love it. All righty. Our last destination is one we haven't been to, but we're planning on rectifying that.
Yep.
So this is Sandals Royal Bahamian, which is in Nassau. And super, super excited to be able to talk to you guys about this, because a lot of people, when they are thinking of going on an adult-only trip, they're thinking of an all-inclusive. So this one is a very easy plane ride away. You're going to have a connecting flight. I'm sorry. But there are tons of flights going out of Miami, Fort Lauderdale, Orlando, Charlotte, Atlanta, JFK. We can get you somewhere and then hop on down into the Bahamas. This is in Nassau, like I said, and it's adults only. Sandals properties are adults only, so you can go. You can have an amazing time. All of your drinks are included. The spas are extra charges, but you do have a spa. Your food, you can have specialty dining and such, and it's a really great way to be able to relax and enjoy. And one of the things I really like about this particular resort is they have these swim up rooms. And I don't know about you, but I just love the idea of my bed is literally just over there. Walk over, plop my butt down into that nice little lounger, and just
as I say, so that me and you need to go. Yes.
Maybe for my birthday in January.
I don't care.
You heard that, guys.
I want to go because I want to be able to swim up and just walk into my room like I'm dripping wet. I'm going to lay down on top of you and stroke you.
Okay, I don't know if I want to go now. As you can see, they have some really amazing dining. This is just one of the several restaurants that they have on site. And this is one of the rooms that they have. This is not a swim up, but just to kind of give you an idea of what your view could look like. This is an oceanfront room. Very beautiful, very very classic, modern look to it.
Laying in that
very
bed,
light.
Just open up the doors and just listen to the ocean. Oh,
yes.
And the breeze blowing through the trees. Oh gosh. All right, I'm packing my bags. Let's go.
And then here is a photo of the outside of the Sandals Bahamian Resort. So this one is absolutely beautiful. Definitely recommend. There are sandals everywhere. So there is sandals in Grenada. There are several in Jamaica. If you're thinking about maybe an overwater bungalow, Jamaica has a couple of those. St. Lucia is another really popular destination. We can get you into Punta Cana in a sandals resort. Obviously, Mexico. There's ones all over in Mexico. So,
and I've got sandals on my shoe rack over there too.
I can't.
I love derailing her.
All right. Why is Chris sending you messages?
I don't know.
All right. So, but yeah, hang on. Where was I going? Sandals Grand Bahamian is a great destination, and you should go. How's that? Because I don't know what I was going to say.
And get a hold of her when you're ready to go and book your next vacation to go to there.
I was going to say one thing that you do want to kind of keep in mind is Sandals here, Grand Bahamian, is one of the only all-inclusive resorts. All of the others, like Melia, is no longer an all-inclusive.
Yeah.
The Atlantis, you have to buy a dining package. So it could end up being a very cost-effective when you look at what it would be for other resorts that are on the island.
Yep.
Plus,
definitely.
no kids.
Yep.
So you won't feel bad about not taking them.
You'll miss them.
Maybe.
Yeah, maybe. Maybe. We do love our
Don't get us wrong. We do love our kids. But so I hope that this has been able to give you guys a good idea on some things that you can do to really go, okay, yes, going and doing something without the kids is a possibility.
Yeah, you never thought of. You're just kind of like, oh boy, that's a great idea.
Yes.
So, yeah. So, but anyway, I think we're going to go ahead and start wrapping things up because Megan actually has a meeting in about 2 minutes. She's got to be on. So
I'm a couple of minutes late. They'll forgive me.
Yeah, they will. They're your buddies.
But for the record, it's fellow travel agents. I would never do that to a client.
Yeah. So, but anyway, guys, it's been fun. And I definitely think next week we're going to go ahead and talk about that sensory.
Yes.
Let's go ahead and get that show put together. I think that's a grand idea.
Yeah. So thank you, Kitty Kathy, for bringing that up because it's something that's been in the back of my mind, but I think it's worth bringing more to the forefront on here's some things that you can do.
Yeah. So anyway, guys, it's been fun. I hope you guys enjoyed tonight's show. I know we've had a lot of fun making it tonight. So if you guys did enjoy everything that we've done, just do us a big favor. Share this onto your YouTube or Facebook channel, Facebook page, so that way everybody can see our video and stuff. And just do us a big favor, like, subscribe, follow us on all of our stuff.
Things.
Yeah, just do all that stuff, just and tell everybody about Plum Crazy Adventures, so that way we can help our channel continue to grow and make our giant family of plum craziness just get bigger and bigger and bigger.
I know. I would love to be at 700 before we get on Utopia.
That's a heck of a goal. So, guys, we need your help.
It's 42 more subscribers.
Yeah, we need your help. So if you know of somebody, just tell them about Plum Crazy Adventures and tell them to go to YouTube, subscribe to our channel. It's 100% completely free.
Yep.
And it doesn't cost them anything. So, guys, we're getting out of here. We'll talk to you guys next week. Same time, same station, right here at Plum Crazy Adventures at 7:30. And, guys, are you ready for your next Plum Crazy Adventure?
Because we are ready to get you there.
We'll talk
with
to you
or
guys.
without the kids.
Yes. Preferably without. Bye, everybody.